North Bihar is a land of rivers and rich floodplains, locally known as chors, mines and tals. The river network here consists of the river Ghagra and 7 other major rivers, which are Mahananda, Kosi, Kamla Balan, Adhwara group of rivers, Bagmati, Budi Gandak and Gandak. These rivers that form extensive floodplains belong to the Ganga River basin and come from the highest peaks of geologically young Himalayas. The rivers carry huge amount of silt, enriching the floodplains and forming the downstream Gangetic Delta. Naturally, livelihood systems of communities evolved around the dynamics of water and silt exchange.
वह जमीन पहले सोना चांदी का बराबर में माने उसका मोल था.
Cropping cycles were aligned to make the best use of the natural fertilization by the inundation brought each year during monsoons. A diversified mix of agriculture, fisheries, and aquatic plants was the backbone of food security of communities living in the floodplains. The relationship of people with floodplains has strong reflections in their culture and belief systems. With the onset of monsoon, the ponds and river channels were cleaned to provide for much-needed flood storage. This practice was known as Jur Shital. The act of preparation before flood was known as a celebration named Zizar. A magical interdependent network used to flow in the region. It sometimes seems that the communities, creatures, rivers, ponds and lakes all were a single entity. But the whole system reversed when a confused pattern of water management was introduced in the region. Embankments and barrages were constructed all over to control the dynamic water regimes and secure people from floods. In reality, the floodplains were cut off from rivers and the regime fragmented. The natural capital of the rich wetland system, accessible for free to the communities, was replaced by cost-intensive technologies, further accentuating deprivation and deepening poverty. The link between wetland management and disaster management is very weakly understood. The wetland-dependent communities with very little voice in the political system lost in the development process.
उतना दाम नहीं मिलता है हम लोग को, जितना दाम होना चाहिए, मेहनत मजदूरी जितना करते हैं उस हिसाब से दाम नहीं मिलता है हमारा मखाना का.
There is a need to rethink and re-strategize water and wetland management in Bihar. We have to find the links between our socio-economic systems and ecology. Wetlands of high biodiversity should be accorded special priority for conservation as biodiversity habitats. There is a need to understand that wetland conservation is linked with larger ecosystem. We have to recollect the wisdom from our traditions and culture, which we have ignored without logic. It is very clear that without community participation, we can't move forward.
जब गांव वाला से हेल्प ले करके कोई काम शुरू हो तो कुछ तो जरूर सही होते, जना आखिर कुछ नहीं हो रहे ना, कुछ जरूर सही होते.
We need to hear the unheard voices, which are oppressed always and have a lot to share.
तो हमको जरूर मुरुख जरूर है सर, लेकिन पानी के तजुर्बा में हम इंजीनियर हैं.
We can only hope for a positive change if we can revive the way of living or establish a sustainable system, a system respecting the nature of the rivers and wetlands, and that will be Jaltantra.
अरे जहाँ बहै पावन गंगा, जहाँ बहै पावन गंगा धार गे बहिना, हीरा ऐसन भारत देश मोर बिहार। हाँ, अरे जहाँ बहै पावन गंगा, जहाँ बहै पावन गंगा धार